Hey all, this is day 14 of a 30-day English grammar course. Today we are going to talk about one of the common grammatical mistakes that we make in our communication. What is the mistake? Have a look at this. He brought lunch to me. He brought lunch for me. In the second statement, I just replaced the word to with for. Now, which one do you think is correct? If you are confused which one to choose, then this video is for you. We will understand how to decide between to and for when we are talking to someone. Let's begin today's session with the same example. He brought lunch to me. That means he physically carried the lunch and he delivered it to you. And when I said he brought lunch for me, that means he paid the price of the lunch because he wanted to do something nice for you. Both the sentences are correct. Absolutely no issue. But see how the meaning has changed just because you replace the word to with for. Let's look at some more similar examples. He sold his car to me. When I said he sold his car to me, it means you bought it, isn't it? He has given it to you. He sold his car for me. That means he's helping you. Because of you, because he wanted to help you by offering you money, he sold his car for you. So there is so much difference between the usage of to and for. So this is one situation where you are supposed to use to or for depending on the situation. To is used when you are giving to someone. For is used when it is being offered as a help to someone or something. Now the second scenario. When the reason for doing something is a verb like I came to meet you, I came to take this book, I came to eat here, right? So in all these cases, the reason why you came is for a particular action. So in this case, you are supposed to use to. But remember, if the action is ending in ing form, then you are supposed to use for. Like I came here for eating. I came here for drinking. So in both the cases, your reason is a verb. But in one case, it is the verb in its base form. And in the other case, it is in the form of ing. So when you have ing, you are supposed to use for. And when it is in its base form, then you are supposed to use to. When the reason is a noun, then you are supposed to use for. Example, let's go out for dinner. Let's go out for a party. In both the cases, you are going out for dinner or for a party. Both of them are nouns. So you need to use for. But in case if I said eat, let's go out, not for it. It's to eat, because in this case, eat is a verb. It's not a noun. And in case if it is ending in ing, then again you will use for. Let's go out for eating. We use to while talking about destinations. For example, we are going to Bombay. I am heading straight to the entrance of the building. The package was couriered to him yesterday. So in all these cases, you have a destination. So whenever you have a destination, then you are supposed to use to in that sentence. The other three scenarios where you are supposed to use to is time, duration and comparison. Let us see examples under each of these categories. Time. It's 1:45 or it's 15 minutes to 2, isn't it? In all these cases, you use to. And also when you are giving a time period, like I work from 9 to 5 or I work from Monday to Saturday. Now coming to distance part, it is about 10 kilometers from my house to the university. Coming to the comparison part, I prefer mangoes to bananas or I prefer coffee to tea. So whenever you talk about preferences or comparisons, you are supposed to use to. And when you are talking about functions, then also you are supposed to use to. When I say functions, look at this. Pressure cooker is used to boil vegetables and rice. Knife is used to cut vegetables. So in both the cases, you are talking about the function of that, knife or the pressure cooker. So when you're talking about a function, use to. When do you use for? We've already seen one use. That is when you are offering help to someone or somebody, you are supposed to use for. I baked the cake for your birthday. He brought lunch for me. And the second scenario where you are supposed to use is benefit when you're talking about benefits. Exercise is good for your health. Drinking coffee regularly is not good for your health. Next is when you're talking about duration. I waited at the station for 2 hours. We've known each other for a long time. So here you are talking about the duration. For 2 hours, for a long time. When you're talking about schedules or in support of something, then also you use for. Look at these examples. I made an appointment for 10th of September. Are you for or against the people's movement? Let me summarize today's session for you. To is used when you're talking about destination, time, distance, comparison, giving, and when the reason is a verb. And for is used when you're talking about benefits, schedule, in support of something, and when the reason is a noun, or when you are offering help to someone or doing something for somebody. Well, that's it for today and the end of day 14. Now you know where to use for and to in your statements. Before we head into the exercise, do not forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and also please hit the like button if you find this content useful, because it really encourages me a lot. Well, it's time for the exercise now.